Hi, I'm Tammy. Welcome to this short yoga video that we're doing specifically to bring and invite peace into our world. Whether we're feeling stress on a personal level or tuning into the stress of the world, or likely both, it's always really nice to be able to take a few minutes in the day just to intentionally create a feeling of peace within us. And we can do this in some ways by activating a sense of peace and relaxation within the body. So this is the purpose of this video. It is for all levels. We're not going to be getting up, so you can also do this mostly in a chair if you'd like. You can put some pillows or cushions underneath you if that will help you to sit with more ease. And we'll just get started. So the first thing we're going to do as we get comfortable sitting with as straight a spine as possible, we're going to bring the hands to the heart space, hands together, closing the eyes if that's comfortable, taking a deep breath in and out as we say to ourselves, I invite peace into my life so that I may bring peace to the world. I bring peace into my life so that I may bring peace to the world. Beautiful. Now we can bring our hands gently onto our thighs or our knees, wherever's comfortable. And we're going to start with some very simple and gentle neck movements. So we're going to inhale and bring our neck to one side, so looking to one side, maybe even over the shoulder. Inhale, then exhale out, coming back to center. Inhale to the other side. Exhale to center. So let's do this a couple more times. And we're doing this, of course, to open the neck space, the front of the throat, the back of the throat. And this helps us to bring some space into the center of communication so that we can stand in our peace and speak our truth with more clarity. And when we come back to center, we're going to inhale and gently bring the neck up, looking up to the sky. And exhale, bringing the neck down. So really noticing that space opening in the back of the neck and then the front of the neck, the throat area as we look up. Couple more times. Good. Coming back to center. And now, because we're all feeling really a sense of burden, and we notice that we have this expression of our having the world, on our shoulders, feeling that burden on our shoulders. So let's do a couple of shoulder rolls by bringing the shoulders in and up on the inhale, and back and down on the exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And let's go the other way. So back and up on the inhale, and then down and front on the exhale. Feeling like palpably this sense of burden just shrug off of our shoulders as we do this. Even for these few minutes, we're creating such a beautiful seed to be able to keep that sense of release throughout the day. And coming back to center. And now we're going to do something a little bit more unusual. We're going to relax and work and stretch the eye muscles. These are areas we don't usually work on too much in a yoga practice. And all we're going to do is take the eyes and look up and down. And you might notice that there's a lot of tension there. We use our eyes quite deliberately, very often throughout the day, and don't really notice the stress that can bring. So looking up and down. And as we release these muscles, notice that we're also creating a space in the third eye, the inner eye that's located between the eyebrows. We're in the middle of the forehead. And this helps us to open up this space for true seeing, which is a seeing beyond the veil to where truth and peace always lie, of course, with love. So coming back to center, we'll do the same thing so bringing the side to side. So we'll bring the eyes to one side as far as they can go, noticing a little bit of strain, and then bringing the eyes to the other side. One side and then the other side. Just allowing those muscles to gently release, helping us to see better and with more clarity throughout the day. Both what we see really in the outside world and also what we can notice with our inner vision. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to do a seated cat-cow. So if you don't know what that is, we're basically stretching the spine forward and back. So on an inhale, you might want to bring your hands to your knees like this to help to slightly push in as we bring the heart space up and look all the way up. And then on the exhale, bringing the head down as we curve the spine all the way down to the tailbone, creating a C shape. So this is a beautiful heart opener, bringing the heart space all the way up to the sky where peace always lies. And then exhaling, stretching the entire back body and allowing the heart chakra in the back of our body to also reach out into the space around us, so that we're tuning in as we keep going to the gorgeous sense of space, expansion around us, giving us a slightly wider perspective on all the things that are worrying us these days. So inhale up, last time, exhale down, and then coming back to center. Great. All right, now we're going to work on the pelvis a little bit by creating some space in this area where we also carry a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, a lot of kind of obstacles to our sense of movement and expansion. And we're just going to do some gentle circles. So on an inhale, we're going to go to one side and then front, and then exhale back. So it's almost like you can imagine we're stirring a pot. So we're going in these very gentle but beautiful and deep circles with the breath that allow us to connect to this inner sense of flow in our belly, in our navel chakra. So keep going in one direction, working out those kinks in the lower back that so many of us have, so many fears and tensions that we carry here. And then let's go in the opposite direction. So you might notice it feels a little bit different. It might be a little bit harder or more challenging on one side than the other. So giving that side even more attention and love as we invite peace into this area that holds so much fear. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale front, exhale back, noticing this fluid motion. It's much easier to invite peace where there's fluidity than where there are blockages. So just creating a beautiful, gentle flow. In fact, let's just do this. Let's flow with our bodies here a little bit, like waves in the ocean. No obstacles, no obstructions. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do a kind of a seated split. So bringing our legs out as far as they can go. You can have your knees bent, you can bring them in closer, you can be seated on cushions, and if you're in a chair, just spread your legs out like this. We're working here now on the root chakra, so where we can feel really insecure, especially in these uncertain times. There can just be a lot of feeling of lack of rootedness. So we're really noticing ourselves anchoring into the earth. Bring one hand wherever it can go, wherever you can fit it on your leg. It can be here, here, all the way down. And bringing the other arm up. And as far as you can go so that you're not hunched over like this, but you're straight, bringing up. And we're really stretching the side body here as we're noticing ourselves rooted in the earth. So you might be able to go here or here. It can go all the way over. And try, if you can, to look up, if your neck allows it, up to your hands and even beyond to the sky. As you breathe in, stretching that side body, and breathe out. See if you can go a little bit deeper. 2 more breaths like this. Beautiful. Coming back to center, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So lifting the arm up and over, keeping your spine as straight as possible. We're curving to the side, but we don't want to lean forward or back. And anywhere that you can go that you can feel the stretch, you're doing the pose perfectly. So inhaling up and exhale. See if you can stretch even deeper. 2 more breaths. Okay, perfect. Coming back up to center, and very gently we want to bring the hands behind as we bring our legs back into a seated position. Your feet you can be in any comfortable seated position for you. And we're going to do a gentle side twist. So bringing one arm to the opposite knee, the other arm goes behind you. And then we're going to inhale, spine straight. Exhale, twist to the side, looking over your shoulder. Inhale and exhale. A straight spine, a flexible spine is really so key to feeling at peace within our bodies and then, of course, with the world. So inhaling up, twisting to the side, and then we'll come back to center. One time, arms up as high as they can go. Exhale down, and we'll go to the other side. So one hand on the knee, the other hand behind, straight spine, shoulders back. Inhale up, and exhale, twist. 2 more breaths. Healthy spine, healthy life. And coming back to center. And the last pose we'll do is butterfly pose. So if you can, bring your feet together as close as you can to the body. If you're in a chair, you can just kind of bring your feet together from your seated position, clasping the hands if you can. If not, if you're in a chair, you can rest like this. And we're just going to flap our legs like the wings of a butterfly. And as we do this, let's feel like a butterfly. Let's feel how much at peace they are, just flowing with the wind, going where they want to go. No stresses, no worries. Wings of a butterfly, and bringing some power into this movement. So we notice that we have this power inside of us to move and to be free. Perfect. And then as we come out of that, let's bring the hands forward as far as they can go. Breathing in to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, coming down as far as you can go. And we're aiming, we're looking down at the ground. Our spine is straight. We're hinging at the hips, not curving over. And as we come down, let's bow to this earth that is always, even as there's some tumultuousness and we have, the rises and falls of natural movements of the earth, there's always a sense of balance that the earth comes back to. And we can invite this sense of balance and peace to our own lives as we connect with the earth's energies. So a couple of deep breaths here. And then let's just come back up. Perfect. And coming back into an easy seated position. So in closing, you can either bring both hands to the heart space, or you can bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And we'll close by taking another couple of deep breaths. As we breathe in, we can say to ourselves with our quiet voice or our out loud voice, peace to the body. Exhaling, peace to the world. Peace to the body. Peace to the world. And now we can bring our hands together again at the heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. We created this sacred space together, and because time doesn't really exist, anytime that you find this video, we're creating an even amplified sense of peace and love that we're spreading out to the world. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again. Namaste.